put a post on X, which is debate doesn't foster guns, guns foster debate. What do I mean with that? I mean that debate, the terrible murder of Charlie Kirk, has had some unfortunate individuals celebrate his death and blame him with his debates for this type of violence. Now, while that is despicable from a human perspective, it's also logically inconsistent. Here's why. In a world without debate, you can have guns or not have guns. That's maybe random, maybe most likely. A world without debate is a very uninteresting, very boring type of situation. For example, North Korea, China. But in a world with guns, in particular guns in everybody's hands, like the Second Amendment, gives us that right here in the United States. In a world like that, it's very likely that you will have debate. And the reason you will have debate is because nobody can enforce their will on other people just like that. Now, of course, we will still have enforcement, particularly of laws, but with guns, you have debate because it takes time to persuade people to accept a power, even if the power has more guns or more resources. Having the ability to fight back, even on a one-on-one individual basis. If my landlord comes to me and raises my rent with no justification, just like that, I can debate that. And if I can only debate that if I have the right to fight back. And hopefully we can do this verbally through the legal process. But without guns, all this verbal and legal stuff is just an icing on the cake. The real power is guns. And if you have the guns, you will force a debate. This is paraphrasing Naval, who recently put on X another quote very similar, and that is that voting power doesn't give you power, but power gives you voting. In other words, it is the power that you need to be able to vote. You can then decide what kind of system you have. If you just have voting and somebody else has the power, a small minority has all the guns and you don't have the guns, then the voting that you have is just, make-believe. It's not real. But if you have the power, then voting makes sense. So this is an analogy because voting and debate are close cousins. So again, I just want to emphasize for anybody who cheers Charlie Kirk's death, besides the inhuman, despicable attitude that this shows, just think about it for a second. What does it mean to live in a world without debate? It's a very, very bad world. And what does it take to have debate? It takes guns. It takes your ability to stand up to the man and require the man to at least have a debate about whatever they want you to do. Thank you.